Today we're replacing the factory bearings in my Calcutta 201B to a set of ceramic orange seal bearings from Boca bearing. So I'm throwing them in my Calcutta and going to see how they work out. All I needed was a set of bearings from Boca Bearing Company that fit my Calcutta 201B. The small tool supplied by Shimano for removing the handle of the Calcutta, a small jeweler's screwdriver, a pair of needle nose pliers. Then you'll need the pin removal tool supplied by Boca Bearing, which removes the pin from your spool to get the spool bearing off. First thing I do when taking the reel apart is loosen the case screws. Usually keep these pretty tight as to keep a tight seal around the reel. And also you want to pop the door on the brake adjustment side, because this little thing here also part of what keeps the reel together. And the next thing you want to do on this particular reel to get it apart, which makes it a lot easier, is disengage the clutch. That disengages all the gears and it allows the reel to come apart just very smoothly, as you can see. Now that we got the reel disassembled, it's time to change the bearings. I'll be replacing the brake side bearing, which is this guy right here. And it's locked in by a little retainer clip that we have to remove from the reel, and that's very difficult to get out. And so if you don't have a needle nose pair of pliers to grab it as you remove it from the reel, it will eject out in the middle of nowhere and you could possibly lose it. And now we take out the brake side bearing using the needle nose pliers. Now I install the new orange seal ceramic bearing in the brake side of the reel. And now I'm going to reinsert the clip, which is the most difficult part. And voila, there you go. Now I'm going to replace the case side bearing, which is underneath this tension cap. But to do this, I'm going to take the handle off. Makes getting at the bearing a lot easier. Carefully I pop the clip out and grab it with my fingers. Use a needle nose pair of pliers and pull the bearing out. Should come right out, just like that. Then I go ahead and replace this side with my orange seal bearing. Now I want to replace my retainer clip in there, and it's very carefully, it fits in a little channel in there. And you just got to be careful that it doesn't spring launch out in the Never Never Land. It should get it in there just like that. It should pop right in there just like that. As you can see, it's not totally in there. There we go. Click. Now I got my orange seal bearing right in my gear side plate of my Calcutta 201B. And then what I want to do is reassemble the handle side. Now comes one of the trickier parts. Is you got to press this pin out of the shaft to get the bearing off the spool. Boca Bearing supplies a nice tool that does that for you, and it pops the pin, and then you pull the pin out with a pair of needle nose pliers. The bearing should just slide right off of there like that. And now we replace that bearing with our new ceramic bearing. You have to be careful reinstalling this pin, because on this particular reel the reinstall slots on the tool did not line up perfectly, so it did bend the pin a little bit, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. Now that we got our orange seal bearings installed in the reel, it's time to reassemble the Calcutta 201B. Put the spool in. Remember the trick about disengaging the clutch to get the reel to come apart a lot easier? Well, it's really important and makes it a hell of a lot easier to disengage the clutch when you put it back in. So if you've re-engaged the clutch, all you do is this lever right here, you just push it until you hear the click. Push that lever back and the clutch is disengaged, and now the reel should go together a lot smoother. You line up all the holes and the reel should just snug right back up together just fine. Then hold it in place and snug tight your case screws. Put the one on the other side. Close the door side.